Sorry, I've recorded this like a million times and I'm getting really frustrated with it. It's not coming out the way I want. So here we go. This last time we're recording it, we're gonna do it. So this week I've been hypercritical of my existence. And I think hypercritical is a huge understatement because I think my brain has been bullying itself, and it's just ugly. Like, the inside of my brain is ugly right now, and it's so counterproductive. It stopped me from doing so many things, and it needs to stop because, like, I'm just a ball of negativity and I'm not fun to be around, not fun to stream. My workouts are unmotivated. I am in just like this ditch of self-wallowing, and I'm so sick of it, and yeah.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin. This is serious.
I want to take accountability for it. I don't want to have a little pity party anymore, and I don't want to be mean to myself. And boy, have I been mean to myself. So let me give you a quick example of how this goes down. Artie, my trainer, says to me, wow, you've been doing great at the gym. You're lifting heavier and you're actually staying on track and you've been really accountable with working out, and that's amazing. And my brain takes that and it goes,
yeah, you can work out all you want, but your face is disgusting and you look like shit, so what does it even fucking matter? Plus your rib cage is huge and like you're just always gonna look fat.
It's like this little voice that takes anything that's positive and motivating and just shits on it, and then calls me trash and then steps on my throat. And I didn't really know how to put into words what this was or why it was happening until I watched, believe it or not, an Amelia Fart video. Amelia Fart, if you guys don't know who she is, she's a YouTuber. I'll put her link in the description. But she posted this pretty heavy video about her experience with molestation, and she kept referring to this voice in her head that kept telling her she was stupid and she should shut up, and you know, it wasn't a big deal. She referred to it as Gremlin Amelia or Troll Amelia, I can't remember. But she personified this entity in her head that was just constantly shitting on her, and that for some reason put it into perspective or brought me comfort or understanding, I'm not sure, of what I was experiencing and how I, you know, arrived to where I am right now, which is like, I feel ashamed to breathe other people's air. That's how self-loathing I've been for the last couple of days. It really is like this, it's almost like you have an abusive partner in your head. You know, like that Black Mirror episode with person in the head? If you haven't watched Black Mirror, that will make zero sense to you, but it's like that. It's like I have just this abusive partner that's sitting in the back of my head that doesn't want to see me grow or succeed or excel. It's just this mean Anisa that just sits in the back all sinister and says horrible, horrible things. And I can't imagine how I gave, you know, this thing such a strong voice. I mean, I think we all have that cynical piece of us that sits in the back of our head all the time, but some of us give it way too much power, or can give it way too much power, and believe that because it's negative, because it's cynical, it must be true. And I think it's a coping mechanism, at least for me it is, right? Like, if I just believe in the negative stuff, then I won't get hurt because I'm not going to disappoint myself, you know? And I put too much stock into it until it feels like they are operating my brain at this point. And I had a therapist one time tell me, you know, when I was talking to her and telling her all the things that I say to myself when I'm looking in the mirror or, you know, trying to do tasks and things, she asked me, like, would you say that to a best friend? Like, hell, would you say that to a stranger? And I was like, no, of course I wouldn't. I'd be the biggest bitch on the planet if I was walking around saying that shit to people. It's not helpful. And she was like, so why would you say it to yourself? And I sat back and I was like, holy shit, why would I say it to myself? Because, like, if you were to say that to a stranger or your best friend that you care about, you would make them cry. And when you say it to yourself, it hurts just as much, you know? It's like, that's a really hurtful thing to say. And it made me realize, like, this thing is so not helpful. Being overly negative does not make you intelligent or right or like you're, you know, more prepared or ready for things. It just stops you from wanting to do things. And, you know, it's okay to have a bit of cynicism or realism or whatever you want to call it, but like when it's crippling you to the point where you can't do shit, you know, like, oh, I shouldn't upload a video, my content is uncreative and shitty and nobody fucking likes to watch it, it's pity watches. Like, that's not even realistic, that's not even logical at that point. It's just like punching myself in the gut for no reason. Stupid. My dad used to say all the time that the devil wasn't a person. It was the devil's in all of us, in our brains, and it tells us to do things, you know. It's just the negativity in our brains. And I believe that, like, this voice that I've given stock to for the past week is the closest thing to evil, like actual evil, that we have in this world. I do. I really believe that. And I think the more you listen to it, the more power you give it, until it's just like worms in your brain. It's just all in there in every facet and every part and every thought that you have. It's like this little tinge of self-hate and it's just not good. And I want it to stop. Like, I want to realize how stupid I sound. Like, when I say the shit that I'm thinking out loud, I'm like, holy shit, that's stupid. Why would I say that? And I want to continue doing that. I'm hoping if I make this video and personify this voice or this thing and explain to you guys what I'm going through, I mean, maybe people can relate, probably people can relate. I'm sure we all experience something like that. And maybe it will hold me accountable to, like, shut that voice up. Just shut up. Because it's not real and it's not important. Telling myself that no matter how much I work out, I'm still going to be disgusting is not helpful. So I need to stop. Because I'm being stupid. So I'm going to stop. Yep. I hope that if you are experiencing something similar where you're just beating up on yourself and maybe you've had a hard month or a week, or maybe you did something really stupid and you're really hung up on it, I hope that, like, you can watch this and realize, like, how stupid I sound and then go like, oh, holy shit, I probably sound just as stupid, and go from there. Because that's, I mean, I think I'm getting there slowly. So you're not stupid. You just maybe made a mistake or are having a hard time, and that's fine. Because pulling through is cool. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Today is day one of me beating up the thing in my head that tells me that I'm trash with my mind fists. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time, whenever that is. Until then, peace. That's the F word, isn't it? Peace.